right, where did I end off last week? The roof wasn't cooperating, and obviously it's sitting off there, the Maserati. I got the chrome kit for the front bumper, back bumper, and I'm thinking, just scrap the project. And I kept thinking about it all week. No, I think I can do something with it. I think I can do something with it. And I was sitting here just a second ago, and the chassis, I had this chassis for the Mustang that didn't work out. Now the Maserati didn't work out. I'm thinking about putting the chassis back on eBay or getting a different chassis. I don't know what's going on with that chassis. But anyways, I think, and this is due to a suggestion, one of my viewers said, hey, why don't you make like a convertible out of it? Let's make a convertible out of it, okay? What we'll have to do is we'll have to make a mold of some like seats, put it on the underneath side there, and glue it in, and we'll have to get a windshield, and we'll have to get a guy, the driver in the head and all that. I think we can actually do something with it. I think we can do something. It's going to be a fun project. It's going to be a fun project. What else did we come in? Here it is. The Mustang came in. Looks like it's in good shape. Wheel well wise, good. It's got a back bumper. We can probably touch that up with the Molotov, I was thinking. Front bumper, I know I've got a couple of replacements, we'll get that. But overall, it looks pretty good. And then I started looking at the scratches and everything on the roof and whatnot. And the VRP will take care of that. That vinyl rubber plastic will take care of it. But the issue that is really at hand here, and I got this again at a nominal price off of eBay, missing the bumper. It's also missing the front screw post. I don't care. We can replace that. You know what? We can replace that. So what is it? Just like a little bit of a residual there from the original screw post. We'll sand that down, and we'll get some styrene tubing that I have, and we'll go ahead and make another screw post. We'll get it sanded down to length, and we'll have that on the track in no time. So we're going to have some fun today, guys. And another thing. Going to Home Depot today. We're going to get some plywood and lumber for the slot car layout that's going to be in the garage here. It's going to probably take up, I know that's her car there, it's probably going to take up about half the garage. And I just told my wife this morning that her car will be outside for a little while. She wasn't thrilled, but she certainly understood. Okay, so we got some fun things coming up. I'm going to gather some parts and things that we need, and then we'll go from there. All right, just for fun, I thought we'd start with the Mustang, and I got some styrene tubing out here. I painted the one end, the other end is unpainted. But what I'll do is I'll take some of the glue and I'll put it in the end just a little bit. Reason being is the Aurora, the screws that you get, if I can pick it up, when a couple of the tubings that I have, they don't fit real snug. They go in there. I like the outside diameter for a screw post, but they come out. So what I'll do is, again, I'll just put a little glue in the end there, let it dry, and then when you put the screw in, you're like making threads, and it grips really well. So we got to go ahead and get the front screw post where it was sanded down, and then we can go ahead and guesstimate how much we'll need. I don't know which end. I might use the black end is what I'm thinking, since it's already painted, and it'll just kind of hide it, so to speak. The styrene tubing that I use, I found a bit of it here. It's strip styrene. Who makes this? Yeah, Evergreen. Evergreen makes this. So they have a bunch of different sizes. There's even a square tubing that fits the Aurora screw really good, and I've used it on a number of projects. It works really good. So you can find this styrene tubing on eBay. There's plenty of it. Just find what you want and go ahead and get it that way. But they make really good screw posts, guys. It's really sturdy material. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my Dremel. We'll get the bottom of the screw post flattened out. We'll go from there. Well, there's really not much there, but what I'm going to do is just take the barrel sander. I'm going to have to put it in front of me and just flatten it out just a little bit. It should only take a sec. Well, it just took a bit to get out, and I'm thinking about going ahead and giving this thing a bath and getting it all cleaned up and washed up. And I'm probably going to use a full chrome kit on this and use this back bumper for the project I keep talking about, where I'm going to strip all the bumpers I have and then go ahead and re-chrome them. And so the front and back will look really good. So I'll use a front and a back new bumper on that. So let me go ahead and get it washed up real quick. All right, guys, I just got it washed up and it's looking pretty good. And I said it a bunch of times. You know why we have that little screen catcher there in the sink? Yep, see the back bumper? That would have been down the drain unless I had that screen catcher in there, guys. I said it a bunch of times, and now it presents itself. So we got the back bumper off effortlessly. All right, let me go ahead and dry this thing off, and we'll start getting that screw post installed. All right, just dried it off a little bit. Well, I tell you what, once again about that screen catcher in the sink, use them if you got them. If you don't, go get one. Just go ahead and go get one. I did put some glue in the center of the hole there. It's drying right now, and I need a chrome kit like I was talking about. I just got out my yellow clear tackle box here. I don't know where it is exactly. No, there it is. There it is. I can see the boot in it. That's the Mustang stuff. There we go. Okay, good. All right, let me go ahead and get that stuff out of the Ziploc. All right, I just pulled the brand new chrome kit out, and while the inside of that tube is drying with the glue, why don't we get the VRP out and make this thing as shiny as we can get it. VRP, vinyl rubber plastic, best stuff in the world for doing this stuff, guys. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful product. Always shake it before you do it. That's what the instructions say. And again, you just splooge just a little bit on where you want it. And I'm going to rub it in with a towel. I don't really want to get anything on my hands. Give me just a second. I'm going to do that in front of me. Right now it is ooey and gooey. I'm just going to let it set for a bit. It is all over it. Worked it in real good with the paper towel. I'm going to give it a bit, and then we're going to wipe it off and then buff it out. Just got done wiping the excess off. I had to get a Q-tip to get in the inside of the windshield there. Got it all off. I have not buffed it out. I'm going to, quite frankly, just do it with my t-shirt. All right, let me start off. Wow. Wow. Absolutely wonderful. All the scratches gone from the roof? Nope. A lot better. Oh God, yeah. All the way. Look at the trunk. I mean, everything, the hood, all the way around. Guys, if you don't have the VRP and you like to have your TJs nice and shiny and pristine looking, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. That is so nice. Wow. Okay, let's see if the glue is dry in the tube here. I got a small screwdriver. I'm going to stick it in there, and no, it is not hard yet. I can feel a little bit. All right, got to give it a few more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get the screw post cut. I was just thinking about where everything's dry. Let me go ahead and get the front and back bumper glued in. Well, before I glue them, I dry fit things, and doesn't that look so darn good with the new chrome on it, front and back there? I mean, absolutely wonderful. This thing is shaping up great. All right, good. Just a bit ago, I tested it, and the glue is dry in there, so we're going to go ahead and put the screw in and cut some threads. All right, good. Just put the screw in, finger tightened it a little bit, and I'm just going to get it in there. That glue works so good in the center of that hole there. There we go. We probably don't need it much more than that. Good. All right, so I'm just going to cut a length. I'm going to get my X-Acto knife and cut a length of it off, and then I'm going to make sure it's more than I need. Then we'll go ahead and sand back what we don't need. All right, just cut a very short length of it over here, and what we'll do is we'll put a screw into the back screw post there. We'll get the chassis mounted. We'll also get this mounted to the chassis so we can see how much we need to sand down from there. Just installed the front screw post, so let's go ahead and I put the screw in the back screw post there. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Okay. What do you think? Not too bad. Not too bad. We got to come down, I don't know, what do you think? Less than 1/8 of an inch, something like that? Not too bad for the first try. Okay, good. Good. What I'll do is I'll just get my grinder out. I'll sand that down just a little bit, then I'll go ahead and refit it. Just sanded it down a bit more, getting ready to fit it here. And what do we get? Let me go ahead and tighten the back screw post so we can see how it fits properly. Okay, good. Boy, I think we got it. All right, boy, I tell you what, that fits pretty good. That looks really good. let's do this. Let's go ahead and put it on the track, see what we get. See what we get. Let me get the camera over here. That looks good. All right. And the front screw post isn't even glued in, and it's looking that good. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wow. Wow. We're not done. Looks like we're not done yet. Man, that's coming out good. Okay, let me go ahead and get that front screw post glued in and let it set to dry. Okay, just got the front screw post in, so we're just going to set that aside and let it dry. We're going to work on the Maserati now. A few burrs here from the where the roof unfortunately came off. I got to sand those down. Plus, I have to look for the seats, the carpet. I've got a few choices here. Let me go and get at those. All right, I got a number of things I can choose from here. Most of the stuff here is from Phil Pinion at Road Race Replica. Phil is outstanding in what he does as far as reproducing these. I got these years and years and years ago. Never did anything with them, didn't mount them. So I've got the drivers, I got the heads, I got the gasket, everything. And I was just thinking, which one of these can I use? Probably, more like, what is this, the Sunliner or something like that, the Galaxy. So let me go ahead and get some of these out of the package, and we'll fit them, or look to see if they can fit into the Maserati. We'll figure out which one. So, boy, this is going to be a fun project. We're turning it from a hardtop into convertible. Oh, and just a side note, the Charger there, number 7, that's near and dear to my heart. My mother, to get along with us kids, she bought a slot car years and years and years ago, and that was hers. She used to race a little too fast, and that back fin went flying off, and for years it was finless, and I decided to just create the fin for it. So that was Mom's slot car. That was always a lot of fun when she was having some race time with us boys. All right, let's figure out which one of these is going to be good for the seats. All right, here's the one I chose. It's, what is this, the Galaxy? And again, I can't say enough good about Phil Pinion at Road Race Replica. He's got the windshield, he's got the boot, he's got the guy. Interesting thing about the driver there is Phil was smart. He made him out of rubber. So if it goes flying off the track, he's not going to break. He's not going to break. I mean, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, what I was doing just a bit ago is I was lining the cars up best I could, and then looking to see if it's going to match. And I think we're going to do fine. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I want to do. I want to make a mold of the top of this, just the seats, that type of thing. And then with the Alumilite, we'll make a plastic replica of what we did, and then that'll fit in here and be the seats for this one. So I've got and it's not here in the garage. I got to go ahead and get the Alumilite, the rubber mold compound, just a sec. I was just looking for my through my bin that has the chrome kits and the windshields. I found a windshield here. I thought it might do good, but then the one that Phil made at the Road Race Replicas might be working a little bit better just due to the shape of it for the Maserati. So we'll see how that all plays out. Here is the Alumilite 5-minute molding compound. What you do is you get equal parts of both, and I guess you could weigh it. I'm not going to weigh it. I just, I grab some with my left hand, I open up the other container and grab some with my right and make sure it's about the same. And when you mix them together, it's kind of like really soft Play-Doh, and you keep mixing them together till you got one consistent color. So it's going to be like a lighter, what is it? It'll be like a lighter purple when it's done mixed. Then what I'll do is I'll kind of flatten it out, and then I'll push the seats and everything into it, and then we'll have a mold that we can duplicate seats from what we just did. All right, we'll go ahead and get after it. What I did is I just got a bit of a fingerful of each, and they feel about the same weight. So what I'll do is I'll just mix them together here, and I just keep folding them and mixing them together until you get that one consistent color. You just keep folding it, and folding it. All right, I'm going to do the rest of it in front of me, then I'm going to roll it out real quick. All right, good. I just got done mixing it. It's very pliable right now. Kind of rolled it into like a log. I'm going to flatten that out on the bench here real quick. Well, got to work quick here. Okay, I just flattened it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and press this into it just like that. And then we're just gonna wait. Again, in about 5 minutes, the rubber's gonna be hard. We'll be able to demold it. Then I have some, again, more Alumilite, but it'll be the one that we're gonna be using to make the seats. It'll be like a hard plastic. I just, pardon me, touched the rubber a bit ago. It's nice and hard, so we can demold that. And here's the kit I get. It's from Alumilite. It's got the rubber molding compound, it's got the plastic, it's got clay, it's got everything you need to do what we're doing with this project right now. Good stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and set the camera up and I'll get this thing out of the mold. When I stuck it on the bench and flattened it out, it kind of stuck to the bench, so I got that up. But we should have a good mold of the, yes we do. Yes we do. Here we go. What do you think? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll pour some Alumilite over this, and then that should give us the seats that we want. All right, let's go ahead and get that stuff out. All right, good. I got the Alumilite that's going to make the plastic. You have part A and you got part B. Mix equal parts. I've got my little measuring cups here. What I do is I measure them out, then I go ahead and put it into the little Dixie cup thing there. And you have a 2-minute work time and a 30-minute demold time. So in 2 minutes, you better have mixed this stuff and then have it in the mold. So let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and measure it out, and then we'll go ahead and get to mixing it. Okay, got to measure it out real good. Going to pour them into the cup and then stir. Once they're thoroughly mixed, I'm going to just drizzle it into where the seats are. After that, we should have a good mold in about 30 minutes. Good, just got it mixed. I use a pipette, one because they're round and the cup's round. I know a lot of guys will use a popsicle stick or something like that. Here we go, guys. That's all we're gonna do right there. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, well, and when this stuff dries, when the Alumilite dries, it's gonna be like a light tan, almost probably similar color to what we got there. And we'll be able to sand it, we'll be able to drill it, whatever you want to do. But in about 30 minutes, it's going to be a hard plastic. All right, time to wait. Too funny, in between the last segment, my wife and I went to lunch, and it was sunny Florida. And we get back from Marina Jack and had some great seafood. And it is unbelievable deluge. Too funny, too funny. That's amazing. I mean, just one bit, you've got a nice sunny Florida day, and next you have to close the garage door because there's rain getting in. All right, good. All right, where were we at? We were doing that's right. We were doing the seats with the Alumilite. Let me get the camera reset and we will unmold that. All right, very good. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. Should just pop right out. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Looky there. What do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Now, I know we have to carve a lot of it out fine. We'll trim it out, then we'll start sanding and testing it against the inside of the body to make sure it works good and all that stuff. So the next thing is to trim off a lot of the excess. Then I'll probably use a Dremel or like a nail file, something to really hone it down to where we get it on the inside there, hopefully fitting and looking good. Okay, what, after sizing it up, I'm thinking probably at the windshields and sand it back, and then this little circle dot here, probably around there, and then sand it back to what looks good. The sides, both sides, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see where it goes and how well it fits up there, but at least get rid of some of that, and then we can start fitting it into the body. Here's what it looks like after the first trim. I just was eyeballing it here. We got some sanding to do. Quite a bit over here, Probably leave a little bit on the front and the back just so we can glue it up there properly. So let me go ahead and skinny it up a little bit. All right, just doing a dry fit real quick, not too bad. We're getting it there. I think we're in good shape. The funny thing is I started skinnying it up. I took a piece of sandpaper, put it on the table, and started sanding each edge. I thought about it. I said, I got a damn Dremel sitting over there, so I started using my Dremel, made much quicker work of it. So let me go ahead and thin it out a little bit more and refit it. Now I've got the width pretty good. It's sitting up there. It's not perfect. It's pretty good though. Let's take a look at the underside. It just dawned on me. As thick as it is, I might have to thin it out a little bit. But what I want to do is I want to really just sand the Illuminate down to it fits custom in there, so the seats are raised up. See how they're just a little bit below where they should be? So I've got the width pretty good. I've got to get some of the front and some of the back off there a little bit, and then we should really start working on getting the curve there and just really making it fit exactly up in there. All right, I got the front where I want it. It sits up there. I've got to trim some off the back, and then once it fits the space that we need, I'm going to go ahead and glue it in place. So let me go ahead and work on the back for a bit. All right, good. What do you think? Fitting in there pretty good? Exactly perfect? No. Good enough for this? Yes. I thought about, hey, just glue it in place. No, I don't want to glue it in place. I want to paint the seats like, I'm not sure. I thought maybe the floorboard black. I just don't know. Keep the seats tan. I'm not sure. So we got this far with it. Fits in there real good. Again, I have not glued it in. I don't know what I'm going to do about the seat color. Just a sec. Well, I'm thinking about the seat color and that kind of stuff. I just put the windshield in. Looks like it's going to work just fine. Looks like it's going to work real good. Okay, what I knew I could do instead of painting the floorboards right away was get the windshield installed. So I glued that. I just set it down. I'm going to let it dry. And talking about the floorboards and everything, let's do this. Let's go over. And I was thinking, well, what does Aurora do? You know, what do they do commonly? Nothing over there, nothing over there. And I started cracking up. Yeah, I got a convertible there, but there's no accents on any of them. So I got the AC covers. They have red carpet, black seats. I kind of like that. But that's a white and a yellow. We're dealing with tan. Come over here to some of the vibrators. We have a tan carpet, black carpet, tan carpet. Then we have the tan T-Bird. Now we're dealing with a tan Maserati. That's got red carpet, black seats. That looks pretty strong. The slate one, same thing, but look at the green. Look at the green with the black carpet. Man, that kind of like really looks good. That really looks good. What else do we have? Anything else? We have the Mustang, again, black carpet, red seats. Interesting, black carpet, red seats. That's pretty strong. I like when the Mustangs look like that. Okay, so if we did like a black carpet and a tan seat like they did with the green one, all we have to do is spray the carpet black. Then we don't have to worry about the seat color. I might do that. Let me go ahead and think about it. Okay, just got my seats taped off. I'm going to leave them tan, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a color real quick, and then go ahead and paint the floorboards. Here we go. I'm still thinking, I know I got a lot of different colors, but I'm thinking what, like a dusty mauve? I don't know. Let's just do something traditional. All right, just been shaking the paint for a bit there. Got my little spray box for the overspray ready. So let me go ahead and spray it, guys. Here we go. All right, got the floorboards painted, the seats painted. I'm not sure if it's going to work. The paint looked a little funky. I shook it, paint looked a little funky. If it doesn't come out right, I'll strip it down, we'll do it again. But right now it's going to dry. And when I'm sitting down here, I'm thought the one thing we haven't done, we haven't put the Mustang on the track yet. The controller here, the screw post is in, and it's running nice. And we haven't detached the body from the chassis yet, but it runs good. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me resituate the camera. All right, good. I just want to check the screw post, make sure everything looks good. We'll pull it off here. Boy, the grip of those threads there with that screw, that's what you want. That's nice. I still can't pull it out yet. I'll tell you what, a regular screw push, you'd be able to pull that out already. Okay, good. There you go. That was in there good. Undo the back one. There we go. Okay, got that out of there. Funny, the screw post, the tip of it's white, the rest is black. I might go ahead and paint the top of it there black just for fun. But it is sturdy. I love the way those threads grip there. I don't know if you can see it real good, but it's kind of like a, what do they call it, like the Loctite stuff, you know, you can just feel like the threads are perfectly in there. So good, we got that done. And I was also thinking, I'll put that together in a second. I was also thinking, I'm gonna scrounge up another chassis. Let me go ahead and find one. Just scrounge up a chassis, I put it to the transformer. At first it didn't spark. I tried turning the back wheels. I got a little bit of a spark, but boy, those turn hard. So I know it's got everything in there to make it work. Looks quite oxidized on the bottom, so we're gonna have to go ahead and get it cleaned up. Okay, we're gonna take that apart and get it cleaned up. All right, just got the back bumper on, putting the front bumper on. Looking good, right? Looking real good, right? Yeah. This project's getting funner and funner. Putting the front bumper on, the front screw post comes off. Unreal, guys, absolutely unreal. This project is getting funner and funner at every turn here. Okay, we're gonna have to mend that before we go any further. Shh, I got it glued in. Shh, I just gotta let it set and dry. It's right where I want it. I just gotta just put it on the bench and let it dry. All right, guys, I'm thinking with my with everything's going on, the seats are definitely gonna have to be redone. I painted them, and it should have been dry by now. They're not. The paint again looked funky going on, so I got to deal with that. The post is gonna have to dry further. I know we got to get into the chassis, and I'm glad that the Mustang came out so darn good. That really came out good. I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to make part 2 of this video if I can get to more of it today. But my wife and I were going to be out and about for a bit, so I don't know if I can get to this again today. So there's going to be a part 2. All right, guys, I'm excited to see how this is going to come out. It's been one fumble after another. You know, you flub something up, you think everything's going good, then something else flubs up. I'll get it. I'll do my best to be persistent. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything, and I'm here for you. Take care. See you in the next video.